Thank you for joining us today on What's Up Prince William. Today we have Nicole Morris from Women Giving Back. Thank you very much for being on our show.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me what the organization is about.
Well, we're a nonprofit agency. We're located in Sterling, Virginia, and we provide gently used clothing to women and children at no cost, and these women and children are in crisis. We partner with over 100 shelters, other nonprofit agencies, human service programs. We serve Northern Virginia Family Services Serve Shelter in Manassas in Prince William County, and it's all by referrals, so the case managers or social workers will send in the referrals every month, and we create a registration list, and the clients come in, they shop for clothing for their family. So we know that we're definitely serving the families that are in the most need.
That's great. So how did this organization get started?
Well, we actually started originally under another nonprofit called Homemade Northern Virginia, and they're the charitable arm of the Northern Virginia Builders Industry Association. And our board, a couple of our board members actually were on the Homemade board as well. And the Homemade is more renovating shelters or building shelters, but they wanted to also help and see what the need was. So they talked to a lot of the shelter providers and asked them, what is your greatest need? And a lot of them came back that the women didn't have professional clothing to re-enter to the workforce. So they started with a little closet outside of inside the Northern Virginia Builders Association building, and it just grew from there. And this year we actually are celebrating our 10-year anniversary. We just wrapped up our Cinco Demayo fundraiser, and we've about $103,000 is what we raised to continue to support the growth of the agency.
So you probably have a wide range of different demographics of women who are actually helping contribute to this. Tell me about how you get your donations or who's donating and how that kind of comes together.
So we are blessed with donations. They come from all different areas. There's individual donors that drop off donations, but we also have a lot of schools and corporate offices that put on donation drives for us as well. They'll have boxes in their office or their schools so that people can just drop off things. But we take gently used clothing, all women's, children's, up to teen boys, clothing, shoes, accessories, purses, toiletries, things like that.
So can you give me an example of one or two people that have actually received some benefits from your organization?
Well, actually, we have a lot of stories to tell. A lot of our partners, too, are deal with domestic violence victims, and a lot of these women, they flee their abusers with really nothing but the clothes on their back. So we really give them a start getting a complete new wardrobe right off the bat. We've had case managers that tell us some of the women have been in prostitution, and they were fleeing that environment as well. So really they didn't have any appropriate clothes for interviews. So all of our case managers come back saying that the clients were really grateful for the new start, and all the clothing that we put out into the store are things that you would give your neighbor. They're very good condition, quality clothing that they'll feel good about when they wear it.
So how did you get involved with this?
Well, actually, I've been in the homeless and homeless services for over 6 years now, more on the affordable housing side. So I actually used to refer clients to Women Giving Back, some of my residents. And then I took the position about 9 months ago, and I've taken over operations and helping coordinate the day-to-day activities at the store and the warehouse. But again, I see some of the similar faces that I've worked with over the years in the community, and seeing how they progress has been kind of pulling on my heartstrings to see how they have evolved and to growing into self-sufficiency.
As I was going to kind of ask next is where, you've been doing this for a while. There's a big need for this. What really drives or motivates you to keep doing this year after year? I mean, I know it's a good cause, but even that can wear on somebody for a while.
Yeah, no, because there is a huge need, and not all of the jurisdictions actually, kind of show what the needs are, or they're not advocated enough for it.
Okay.
But this area that we live in, the cost of living, housing alone is a huge burden on some of the families. A lot of these families are rent burden, and when we have case managers that are working on the family's budget, usually majority of it goes to housing, because that's the first thing that they want to pay for is their rent, because they don't want to get displaced. The next is food, utilities. Usually clothing comes last, or if they even have money left over for clothing. So it kind of is an immediate impact that you're making on the families, and it also makes them feel good about themselves. When the kids go back to school, they have clothing that they feel like they fit in with their peers. And then we also do a lot of seasonal activities for the kids as well. We provide Halloween costumes, back to school supplies.
Okay, very good.
And then holiday gifts for the kids as well. So really, the clients is what re-energizes me all the time, is hearing their stories and how they're succeeding, and even the volunteers. They have a heart of gold, and they're so committed to working with the community.
Now, you have some volunteer opportunities in your organization. Can you tell us what kind of groups or corporate or individuals, how can they help?
Well, we have lots of volunteer opportunities. Actually, I'm the only employee. Everyone else is volunteer, and our board members are volunteer their time as well. So we always need volunteers for all the store events. We need volunteers to organize, sort through the donations, organize the store as well, help clients shop for clothing. But our volunteers, if you want to sign up to volunteer, you just go onto our website. It's womengivingback.org, and then click on volunteers, and it'll take you to our Sign Up Genius page, which lists all of our volunteer opportunities, the times, and the slots.
And so if a group wanted to volunteer, how could a group help you?
They can just give me a call, email me. We do a lot of corporate events, group volunteer activities. It's good team building. Plus, it shows the community that your organization is devoted to helping the community. But yeah, we can organize a sort. 2 to 4 hours is
Okay.
a good opportunity. We can serve over 100 volunteers in our location at one time.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, thank you very much for being on our show today. I think you guys are doing a great thing for the community, and it's nice to see that it's a much bigger organization, even helping other counties. It's not really just stuck up in Fairfax. So thank you very much, and thank you for being on our show today.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for being on What's Up, Prince William.